Well, good morning. Yes, it is hot and humid in Atlanta. Couldn't really think of a more interesting blog technique to do, so I thought, why not take everybody on a little journey through my unconventional career that I've chosen, which is IT system management, security assessment, and repair. So, 6 a.m., got some motherboards, processors, RAM, a couple of other parts, and I'm just about ready to take off here. The old laptop riding shotgun. It's pretty much my co-pilot and or other associate in my company. So we're all geared up. It's my morning routine. Get the old XM fired up and ready and get everything warmed up and throw the morning virus on. And we're good to go. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully today will be an interesting day. I'm sure it will be. It always is. Pretty much addicted to this gum. Yeah, I usually start my day around 600 hours, sometimes earlier. I typically try to work between the hours of 7 and 3:30 or 6 and 2:30. And most of the time I can get in and out of most of the clients and customers that I have usually before 3 each day, so I can typically beat traffic and sneak in under the radar pretty well. And it kind of suits my vampiric ways to kind of sneak around behind the scenes of things. Live my life in a IT room dungeon somewhere, whiling away the hours, changing config files. Today we've got a couple systems that are giving my customers issues, one of which is a complete disaster. I'm sure it's just completely nuked, so I basically went ahead and got a handful of parts to fix it because I'm 90% certain I know exactly what's wrong. He told me there was lightning issues and basically the system didn't come back up, so they lost power for 4 hours as well, so my UPS died, leaving my system turned off and then apparently not rebooting. And this is a very unusual server because it's actually located in the bushes in a stainless steel box I put in, my brother and I, probably 3 years ago. And it manages all the gate data, all the video data from the gate. Pretty much the entire security of this country club's wrapped up in this one little node. So it's pretty critical, so I'm going to go there first, and if I got to drop the system out, I'll just go ahead and grab it so I can workbench the thing and do something with it so I can get it back to him as quick as possible. So that'd be rather interesting. It's still dark down here at 600 hours. I don't think the sun's going to come up to about 7:20 or so. So Night Rider, I guess. Gotta stop for these.
A whole radio junket.
Right.
That's what he said yes to. He's got something to plug, I guess, which I ain't even going to say, but he's got something that he wants to plug. And, where was he? Nowhere to be found because they finally probably said to him, okay, you're on with O&A.
Right.
Oh, OP&M, I won't go on with them. I heard they were doing bad things, saying bad things about me. I have an image to protect.
We don't even know that because we never got an answer why he didn't come on our show.
Your epilepsy joke image, is that what you're protecting?
Well,
or your race baiting, get Imus fired from MSNBC nice guy?
Right.
Which one? Which nice guy?
Well, FMQB.com is reporting Al Roker hides from Opie and Anthony confrontation. When it comes to discourse over social issues, Al Roker stepped out of his role as NBC weatherman and came to the plate as social pundit after Don Imus made his now infamous nappy-headed hoe comment. He called for the MSNBC CBS radio jock to be fired as he didn't want that type of content in his house at NBC. Almost a month later, Roker himself came under fire for a joke he made on air containing a reference to people with epilepsy. He half-heartedly apologized for the comment, saying he was joking about the logo and not about people with epilepsy, even though he clearly used the image of an epileptic person in an attempt at being humorous during a news program. And that's exactly what we wanted to talk to Al Roker about.
Yep.
With that in mind, great radio was set when Roker was scheduled to appear on the XM satellite radio portion of the Opie and Anthony show today. O&A have been among the few to publicly speak out in support of Imus. WFAN's Mike and the Mad Dog have also been vocal in their support. So the stage was set for a debate over the contrasting opinions in the Imus saga, something that has been missing since the initial news cycle relentlessly chewed and spit out the story. Unfortunately, the debate wasn't to be, as Roker backed out of the appearance. He blew us off, Opie told FMQB, leaving the duo high and dry without an explanation as to why he canceled. There's no word if Roker intends to reschedule his appearance. That's the real Al Roker right there.
That's right. The sun rises in Atlanta and the sun sets on Al Roker's fat, politically correct ass.
I would like to know why Al Roker blew us off. Roland couldn't get the people his... I mean, we need to know more details. Like
A secret warehouse.
Like the guy
Pretty much use it for storage and maintaining parts and whatnot. It's also about the only place I can drop a douche in this city without a homeless person trying to rape or kill me. This will be very fast. That should just about do it there. Back on the road. Bye-bye, secret base. Sun's starting to come up now. I'm gonna go the back way to the city of Alpharetta. I work in Atlanta a lot, but I also work in the major other metro cities that are, full of money and rich people that need to protect themselves against minorities and burglars and ass rapists. So, like I said, basically I handle corporate security for a myriad of companies, mostly Fortune 500 stuff. I don't dick with little guys. We have a few small customers, and for the most part we use the big boys because they need lots of corporate security and they need lots of help with their infrastructure and or security needs. Sound like a Norton commercial. Norton! So instead of opting for 75, 485, or 285, we're actually going to get on the old school way of traveling. 92 highway. Believe it or not, the traffic situation in Atlanta as of the last, I'd say the last 5 years, maybe 10 years, but certainly the last 5 years has gotten so horrid that most days it's actually easier for me to creep along back highways like this and take more angular direct routes to my places as opposed to getting on the interstate and sitting for an hour and a half. The distance is probably a little bit longer this way, but the angle I'm cutting across the state's actually a better direction to travel and zero traffic. And for the most part, the cops are pretty cool on these 4-lane highways, just letting us kind of run 60-ish, even though it's 45 degree. I still, I don't mind getting it up around 60. I don't go much more than that because I've definitely had some tickets, and troopers especially will bust your ass on these roads. So I'm just going to take 92 the whole damn way, and we'll see how it develops.